about the border situation on Fox News.
This crisis right now and the policies that are in place, it's broken. It's a broken system, and that's now we're starting to see that, and we've been seeing that at the beginning of the year, and we're having to deal with the situation right now.
He says that the federal government allowed over 12,000 Haitian migrants to cross the border. President Biden is sending thousands of Haitians back using Title 42 authority, which allows for stricter border control during a public health crisis. Divisions still persist regarding the Democrats' social spending bill. House Minority Leader from California, Kevin McCarthy, talks about the bill on Fox News.
You should be worried about the cost, but you also should be concerned about the content, because this is in the bill. That if you have $600 in your bank account, the government wants to know what you're doing. They're directing the banks, the credit unions, the fintechs to tell you. They want to follow what's happening in your life.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says that's only about tracking yearly totals of bank accounts, and it's designed to stop tax fraud. Supporters of the $3.5 trillion social spending bill call it an investment in American workers, and President Biden argues that his economic plan is paid for by taxes on wealthier Americans. For USA Radio News, I'm Tim Berg.
The following is an America Matters media production. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the station or its advertisers, although we think they should. But that's the opinion of America Matters Media.
Hello, your computer has virus.
Oh, drat these computers. They're so naughty.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Say what? Hey everyone, this is Kenny McCormick, CEO of Keltic Fish and your host of Geek Speak, sponsored by Datto. Thank you for listening at 1060 AM KFOY or on the web at americamatters.us. Now let's get to the show. Hey everyone, sorry about that. Just adjusting my wonderful little microphone today. I love having children. Today I have my daughter Kenleigh on with me and my beautiful, beautiful wife, Krystal. Obviously, my daughter thinks I'm funny. So at least someone does. Right, honey?
Yeah.
All right, Kenleigh. So, gotta love spring break or fall break or whatever it is called nowadays. What is it called?
I think it's fall break.
Fall break?
Spring break.
Fall break.
Fall, spring, whatever. Something
off.
that they didn't have when I was a kid.
It's Camden's birthday week.
It's Camden's birthday week.
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow, yes. My oldest son will be 11.
When we went to school, you went after Labor Day, school started, and you went all the way through Christmas. Yeah.
Right?
Right, me too.
They get so many breaks nowadays, it's amazing. Anyways, since we've already had Mommy on, today is going to be your day for me to ask a couple questions, Kenleigh. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So what is your full name?
Kenleigh Mariah McCormick.
Kenleigh Mariah McCormick. Good job. And what grade are you in?
Third.
What school do you go to?
Nancy Gomes Elementary.
Cool. Who's your teacher?
Spersky.
Miss Spersky? Can you say hi to her?
Hi, Miss Spersky.
Perfect. So who's your favorite parent?
Daddy.
Good answer. Good answer. I'm better than you.
Fine by me.
Good. Who's your favorite superhero?
Spider-Girl and Superwoman.
Spider-Girl and Superwoman. Why?
Because they save people and they help with fires and they kind of fly.
Got it. All right. What do you do for fun, Kenleigh?
Art.
Art? Anything specific?
Art and video games.
Okay.
What kind of video games?
Roblox.
Oh.
Roblox.
You were also doing art video games earlier today.
Seriously?
Yeah.
We downloaded art games.
Oh my God. Probably on my tablet too, huh?
No,
I don't know.
it's on Mommy's.
Oh, okay, good. So what keeps you up at night?
You snoring.
Okay.
And Camden yelling at me.
That would do it. Does Dad snore loud?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. You know, it doesn't wake me up, so we're good. So who's the biggest geek you would like to have drinks with? And it might be
Camden.
Milk. Camden.
Your big brother.
Your big brother? All right. Fine. What do you want to drink with them?
Orange juice,
Just orange juice?
soda, chocolate milk, hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate? All right. Perfect. I like chocolate milk too, and hot chocolate. Do you have an Apple or Android phone?
Samsung.
That's an Android. That's right. I'm teaching my girl young.
They're cheaper hand-me-downs.
Touche. Let's see. How old were you when you got your first computer?
7.
Yep.
For school.
For school, yeah.
Yeah.
We had to do that for that COVID thing.
No, I think it was 6.
6?
Might have been.
Might have. It was for school?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite?
What?
What's your favorite part of that laptop?
That I could download games and play Raz Kids.
Oh, I thought it had butterflies or something on it.
Yeah, and butterflies.
All right. And what is your favorite movie?
Descendants and Shake It Up to Chicago.
All right. And your favorite board game?
Life.
Life? Why?
Because it's kind of like life, like real life.
Okay, I can see that. Life is kind of like real life. Well, that's good.
And Candyland.
Candyland. You've played Candyland?
Yeah, in my class and with Malachi.
Oh, good. You know, I don't think I've ever played Candyland.
We'll have to bring it out.
Right? See, this shows you how much I know about my own kids. I'm a workaholic.
Nah.
It's all good. But anyways, so we're going to talk about news and all that good stuff. You're more than welcome to talk too. Okay?
Yeah.
It's going to be your mom and I goofing off, having fun on the radio.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Perfect. All right. So, we got about a minute. Oh, don't move your headset too much. It's going to drive the people nuts on the radio. Yeah. You got a small head. You need to get a bigger head.
No. It means I can fit through bars.
Yes. All right.
And your legs.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I got big thighs, so they're hard to fit through. Anyways. Well, we have 45 seconds, so first thing I'm going to go through is I do apologize last week for having my encore. I was out for dealing with one of my friends who passed, so I wanted to give a shout out to his family and give our condolences on the radio. His name was Camden Spencer, and so Dana, Mike, Alana, our prayers go out to you. Let us know if you need anything.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I miss Uncle Camden.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
But not Camden.
Yeah.
No. All right. Well, we'll be right back. So stay listening and to Geek Speak so you can hear my beautiful daughter and wonderful wife.
We're taking a quick break. We'll be back with more Geek Speak, sponsored by Datto, the leader in disaster recovery, business continuity, and data protection. Keep listening to Geek Speak. This is Kenny McCormick, and thanks.
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. and it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, exercise and healthy eating can help reverse prediabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
At A Proper Fit Footwear in the Reno Town Mall, we've been accomplishing happy feet for over 30 years.
We offer a various range of shoe styles and sizes for both men and women. From all-season shoes and orthotics to work boots and safety shoes, our professional and reliable staff possesses the knowledge to help you find the proper shoes to fit your needs. Hard to fit? Hard to find?
A Proper Fit Footwear is here to give our customers happy feet. We make people aware of potential foot problems as we're sizing their feet, suggesting the right arch support, and guiding them to the proper shoes for their needs.
Stop by A Proper Fit Footwear at 4001 South Virginia Street in the Reno Town Mall today, and allow the owner Mike Jones and our fabulous staff to find the perfect pair of shoes tailored to your specific needs.
A Proper Fit Footwear in the Reno Town Mall, the home of happy feet, where comfort and your feet meet.
Hi, I'm Noreen Leary, CEO of the Veterans Guest House. Guest House is a home away from home for our veterans and their families who travel to Reno for medical care. Our house is more than just a warm bed. It's a place of camaraderie where veterans can find support and long-lasting friends. We serve veterans, men and women, young and old, Navy, Army, Marines, Coast Guard, and Air Force. Wherever they hail from and whatever their circumstance, the Veterans Guest House is ready to support them. The reason we feel so strongly about our mission is that we know that many veterans would forgo their medical treatments because they simply can't afford the accommodations. The Guest House is one of a kind in the country, funded entirely through private donations. Want to know how you can help? There are many ways you can be involved, from volunteering, providing dinners, or supplying items from our wish list. Find out more about the Guest House at www.veteransguesthouse.org. Serving veterans today, tomorrow, and for years to come.
This overload. Shannon Lawson here. Join us for the Nevada Radio Roundup, Fridays at 2 p.m. A good news variety show all about the local scene. The Nevada Roundup, Friday at 2.
Welcome back to Geek Speak, sponsored by Datto. Datto is the world's leading provider of cloud-based software and security solutions, purpose-built for delivery by managed service providers. Datto solutions defend against costly downtime and data loss in servers, virtual machines, cloud applications, or anywhere data resides. This is Kenny McCormick, and thanks for listening.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I still got my beautiful little daughter Kenleigh and my amazing and beautiful wife Krystal, who just gave me the weirdest. You know you're on Facebook, right?
I know. I was thinking, oh yeah, I was gonna make a funny face there.
And she is an Apple person, so I still love her even though. Just saying. All right, so we're gonna get to news. Love the news. I'm gonna mute you though, honey. I love you.
I don't.
Oh, as I'm talking. News. Today's top story. Actually, it was actually Monday's top story, but since I only do Wednesdays, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. Facebook. As we were discussing there at the break, the three of us that are here, or I guess four of us, including Kenleigh, had no clue Facebook was down on Monday.
Oops.
Shows you how much that we actually pay attention to it. I actually called into the radio show talking to Jay and found out that it was down. And I was like, oh, let's research why. So, Facebook says they're sorry for the mass outage. They apologized right away. It affected a lot of businesses, 80 million people.
I got some emails from businesses who run off of Facebook saying, hey, we're down if you need to get a hold of us. Text, email.
Right? I mean,
they run their business mostly off social media, so they wanted people to get a hold of them still. But
right? I know many companies like Greystone Unlimited. Mm-hmm. They don't have a website, even though they're paying yearly for it. Mike work on that.
You're right.
They run only on Facebook.
Yeah, there are a lot of messenger orders, and I mean, even you can pay through Facebook, all that stuff. I mean,
yeah. So they have 3 billion customers, so only 80 got affected, which it seemed like it was the U.S. mainly. I know we were down once I found out we were, and I was like, oh, yep, we're down. So
nothing we can do about it.
yeah. So they apologized for everyone being down. They say that it was a configuration on their backbone router, which, layman's term, the router is the, like, AT&T or Spectrum or whoever you have gives you a device. Sometimes they're integrated with a router, and sometimes you have to go buy one separately. Mm-hmm. It's that separate device that you buy that gives you what's called an IP address, so that everyone can communicate or talk between computers and devices in the network, or at your house or at your business.
Is that the thing that we have like a cellular backup on?
Yes. Oh. For all our stuff through Keltic, we do have the cellular backup.
When you like run your background checks that you're so good at doing, doesn't like it red flag things when they're starting to go bad?
Mm-hmm.
Just curious.
You're a dork. But yes.
Well, I mean, if they're saying it was a backbone router, wouldn't they have had some red flags to show them it was going down? Did somebody super drop the ball? I mean, just...
You know, yeah. Like, I always test everything prior. I'm different. We deal with small businesses. We don't deal with large business. So it's a lot easier for me.
Okay.
But different organizations do it differently. I don't make changes like that unless I've tested it first. So obviously they didn't test that change first, but
oops,
stuff happens. I like Facebook. You're great. So if you're listening out there,
well, it's great for the radio too. I mean,
yeah. I mean, we're using Facebook now, I believe, aren't we? Or did they kick us off because we're talking about Facebook?
Oh, yeah, we're still on.
Okay, good. But no, it is a great it is a common thing. You should be testing it prior. If that's your only device, you have a maintenance window you should be doing it in. And like, I know if I do make a mistake, even if it is on a live network, I'm able to roll back like almost immediately. So something happened. They didn't say what the configuration change that they made was. They're not saying, but they apologize.
Even big companies make mistakes.
We're all humans.
Right.
For now. I can't wait till Google comes out with their little Google eyes so I can replace my real eyes with them. And then I'll be linked all the time.
Great.
Like Geordi from Star Trek.
Right?
He's talked about this for like 15 years.
Right? I want digital eyes that are hooked up to the internet 24/7, except for when I'm going to the bathroom. And I can look at someone and be like, yep, that's your social media page. I know everything about you. Mm-hmm. I'll be like wearing a Faraday hat when I don't want it to happen.
Right.
What was that?
What was that laughing?
Oh, that was the audience.
Oh. I play Minecraft.
Oh, you're playing Minecraft on my
phone?
Perfect. Yes, I do have kids who are geeks, but what kid isn't nowadays? So, make sure, Facebook, you don't do that again. You hurt people, but we love you. We can't live without you. Don't go away. The one thing that, like, I just thought it was a funny conspiracy theory that happened at the same time. Like, I was going through, like, news articles and everything, and everyone's like, it's just very coincidental that it happened after the whistleblower. And I was like, first thought was, what's this whistleblower thing? Because I don't pay attention to news, just, you know me.
Well, now it's starting to click. Oh, that's what that article is about, the whistleblower. I wasn't even paying attention either.
Right? I'm horrible with news. Like, I don't listen to it until I have to. But, so a few months ago, there was documents released from Facebook from a, what do you call it? When the person doesn't identify themselves.
Oh, anonymous.
There you go. I always think of another show where they're like anonymous. But so Anonymous released some documents saying how dangerous Facebook is for kids nowadays, and that their Facebook, Instagram hurts girls emotionally, and their suicide rates have gone up. And their documents show that they haven't. I think it's conspiracy that it just happened at the same time. It's just coincidental.
Yeah. But
people are personally thinking it's together. But what is her name? Frances Haugen, I think is how you pronounce it. Mm-hmm. Yes. I can't read. I grew up in Thailand.
You did fine.
Yeah, so Frances Haugen finally identified who she was, and basically put out this whole thing about why she is being a whistleblower. And she's worried about girls in Instagram. They had in the report that she photocopied before she left Facebook, as she used to work for 15 years, it states, we will have evidence of from a variety of sources that hate speech, diverse political speeches, and information on Facebook and the families of apps are affecting society around the world. They're basically worried that everyone's going to be depressed and attached to social media.
Oh, well, I mean, people use it as a tool to be mean to each other, for sure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they're taking responsibility for that.
And it's kind of, to me, it's, as an adult, you should be regulating what your kids are saying. Like,
well, I know that they can get around our safeguards. I mean, when they're talking on the phone together, it's a good thing we have our kids keep them on speakerphone, because some of the kids can be, I know, I'd rather not listen to them yell at each other, but I mean, they can be little brats to each other, and we have to get in and tell them to knock it off.
Oh, yeah.
But testing boundaries.
Yeah.
Not everybody has that flexibility to do that. So it is hard.
And, I mean, you work for me, so I'm a really hard boss.
Sure.
Okay. I work for you, but I'm at the office more than you.
Well, yeah, no. My priority is to stay home with the kids, but that's where we chose to be, so
yeah,
we made the sacrifices to do that. But not everybody has that flexibility, so it's hard. Keep on top of the kids that way.
For sure.
There are a lot of apps, though, to help with that. I mean, I've seen advertisements for trying to monitor what's going across your kid's phone to help prevent it.
Yeah, there's that. I know on our kids, I put the DNS filtering.
Yeah, so
from
that.
DNS filter.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, that's not on the cell phones.
It can be on the Androids.
Oh, okay.
I just need to get a hold of his phone. He's not looking.
No.
But we're going on break, so we will talk more about news.
We're taking a quick break. We'll be back with more.
I'm Andrew Saul, Commissioner of Social Security. I'm here to warn you about telephone scammers pretending to be government employees. Some of these scammers may say threatening things like you will be arrested if you don't make payments or provide personal information. Do not fall for these tricks. These calls are not from us. Real Social Security employees will never threaten you for information or money. If you receive a call like this, hang up. Never give the caller your personal information, like your Social Security number or bank account, or send money in any form, cash, gift cards, wire transfers, or prepaid debit cards. Report the call to our law enforcement arm, the Office of the Inspector General, at oig.ssa.gov. Share this information with your friends and family.
I know I need to pay attention to my health, but I just can't seem to find the time. Between rushing to work and taking care of the kids, there's not much time left over for me. So I decided to start small by eating more fruits and vegetables and being more active. And then I got the family to make some changes too. We started by keeping a bowl of fresh fruit on the counter, and I limit the amount of sweet snacks I keep in the house. I've also found some creative ways to add more vegetables to our meals. We're taking more walks, and on the weekends, we head down to the pool at the rec center. It doesn't happen every day, but it does happen. You don't have to change your entire life to be healthier. Just make some simple changes and include your family. You'll see how easy and fun it can be.
You can make a difference. Eat smart, play hard. And when you do, your kids will too. A challenge from USDA.
Hi, Lady J here for the Smooth Ride Home. Join me each weekday from 5 to 6 for smooth jazz and hot hits to get you home safe and sound. Right here on 1060 KFOY and online 24 hours a day at americamatters.us.
Welcome back to Geek Speak, sponsored by Datto. Datto is the world's leading provider of cloud-based software and security solutions purpose-built for delivery by managed service providers. Datto solutions defend against costly downtime and data loss in servers, virtual machines, cloud applications, or anywhere data resides. This is Kenny McCormick, and thanks for listening. Hey everyone, welcome back. So we were just talking about barbecue, and what was it again?
Barbecue.
Where is it?
That's Barbecue, the Butcher's Kitchen. It's here in the Winter's Corner on South Virginia and Huffacre, where the car wash is, the Chevron, and there's a car wash right there.
Oh, okay.
It's right back in there, and it is delicious. Featured on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives with Guy Fieri. You should go to the Food Channel and check that out because Big Ed is really funny. But they feature the rib tips, and the brisket melts in your mouth. But they got ahi tuna. They have a kids menu for like chicken strips and macaroni and cheese.
There we go.
And bread pudding. It's all just delicious.
Yeah.
So take her down there. I got a card for you.
Oh, I definitely will.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that?
I like macaroni and cheese.
Do they have macaroni and cheese?
Yep, he said so.
It's the best. Yeah, it's really super good. She'll love it.
Say, I like barbecue.
I like barbecue.
There you go. So there we go.
All
We're
right.
hoping to get a commercial for them with that cute little voice.
Yep.
All right. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is some more news. And I have my beautiful daughter now on my lap, so I hope you guys don't mind seeing her.
Of course.
Anyways, so tomorrow, or March...
No, you didn't write down. October
5th.
So yesterday?
So yesterday, wow, I am really off on my days. I was like, that doesn't make sense if Camden's birthday's tomorrow. So yesterday was the release of Windows 11. It was the official release. They're saying that it gives it a more modern and fresh and clean design. So I've already talked about it a little bit and said how much I love it because it was easy for me. The one issue that I did have where I couldn't print to my label printer is now fixed. So we did fix that. It wasn't that hard. They actually updated their driver so that it worked for Windows 11.
Nice.
So people are coming to grips that it's happening. So just
I did see a pop-up on my laptop it asked me if it wanted me to update.
Yes, you do.
Okay. I was going to ask you about that, but
yes. I know for me or for us as a company, we're not pushing it right away just because we have too many
individual software like customs for people.
Yeah, and it kind of scares me, but it seems pretty adaptive, so we'll see.
As long as not everybody jumps on it at once, it'll be okay.
Yeah. One at a time. Slowly but surely.
One of the things that I wanted to talk to people about, since I have your guys' ear, thank goodness, is, or at least I hope I have your ear. You're not just have the radio on in the background.
Right.
Is be prepared for it. Don't just hit that button and say, we're good. Because you're not going to be. You have to be prepared no matter what you do. So when you guys are getting prepared, decide which computer you're going to do it. Don't just do all of your computers. Because if you do, you're going to lose out. Or you might lose something, or your computer might not be compatible. And yeah, you're pretty much screwed. Set up your Microsoft account to transfer files and favorites. So as a Microsoft user, you can actually set your computer so that it auto backups. It automatically does stuff so that it will transfer these files over into your OneDrive or any of those other things, just so that you're good to go.
It's pretty easy too, isn't it? Like for mine, it just it just picks. It asks me frequently. I had to turn it off because we already have a backup, but and then it doesn't. It's not very expensive to get more memory if you need it.
No, most Office 365 accounts, which if you have Word and the new ones, you basically have it. Most of them come with more storage than what you get for free. I believe free is like 15 gigs.
Yeah, it was something like that.
And then
and it's just pictures that end up taking up all my space.
Yes. Well, it's because you have an Apple.
Oh, I know, but I just need to transfer them over to the server, so that too.
Yes. Poor Apple.
But I can't lose my pictures, so I mean, other people do too.
Right. So back up your files too. Okay. Even if you have it backed up on the server, back them up to a thumb drive or another device, or off premise if you have an off-premise backup, like Dado, because
just in case.
Just in case, and if you don't, talk to your managed service provider or Keltic Fish for any support. And then other than that, just enjoy it. Like, I've actually really enjoyed having it because it makes my mind think, where the heck did they put this and why? But I mean, it's pretty easy. I don't know. Have you played with my laptop at all?
No, not yet, but it did look pretty easy. I like doing the updates just because it is kind of you find things that you didn't realize that were there all along. So now you get to use it just because they moved it around.
Right.
And it's not as confusing as when Costco moves everything and then you have to go find what you're looking for. There's a little search tab.
You know, I love when we talk and I look over at Shannable and his face is like, yep, I know exactly what you mean.
So it's a little bit easier than when Costco moves everything.
Yes, concur.
And you don't have to go buy $100 extra stuff because you end up seeing it.
Did you want to say something, honey?
Celtic Fish.
Yeah, we can help you, Celtic Fish.
Yes.
That's right.
You can help us at CelticFish.com.
You're a good advertisement. We are on Facebook.
We are on Facebook.
Until they kick me off for the show.
Yeah, that is social media.
All right.
And YouTube.
Now, yes, we are. We do have a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay,
611.
That's if you have my phone system, honey.
A good little advertiser.
Right?
7.
All right. So, the next thing, and every time I see the news about it, I just thought of Zon, our missionary friend from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
She was amazing. I wish I was doing the show when she was here.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Her little accent and everything. But anyways, Google is investing, or announced that they're going to invest $1 billion. $1 billion.
$1 billion.
In Africa. It's the most amount, the biggest investment that the U.S., any U.S. tech company has invested towards Africa. What they're doing is they're running a data connection to the continent through the ocean.
Oh, interesting.
Right? I was watching, like, I caught glimpses of this earlier when they started the thing, and I was like, why does Google have floaties in the waters of Africa right now? And like, it didn't click that it was something going on. I was like, oh, Google Fiber. Are they going to make it so that you can flush the little thing down in the toilet again? Oh,
I don't remember that.
Oh, Google Fiber, that's how it originally was. You shoved this device into your toilet, flushed it, and you had a cable that connected you to fiber or something stupid. It was weird. I was like, when I read it back in the day, I was like, that's just weird. How do you take a poop? Like, literally, you have this cable hanging there.
It just stays in your toilet?
That's the only way that would make sense to me.
I feel like you're just making this up.
No, I thought it was funny.
Okay.
That's the only reason I remember it. But, so yeah, they're running a conduit over to help the country out, getting better connection.
That's cool.
The plans, it's 3 to 5 years, so it's complete, and it'll bring 20% more network capabilities than the last cable that's there right now.
Cool.
Right?
Yeah.
I was just thinking of all these. You think that's cool? I was just thinking of all these like different things, like all like you already got Starlight talking about being out there to help rural countries, which is the satellite. Oh my God, who is it doing it? I want to say Elon Musk, but I don't know who it is. Is it?
Pretty sure it's Musk, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah. On his way to Mars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Putting up satellites so that rural communities can get internet. They can't get it now. And now Google's doing this to help get people connected to the network. That's amazing.
That is cool. I was looking it up because, so what Zahn would always say is, Africa's a very large continent, but it doesn't really say where. Oh, it looks like mostly South Africa and Nigeria.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing. I was like, I want to say Nigeria, but I don't want to misspeak on the radio and then look like a complete doo-doo-doo.
That's interesting how they do it undersea, so just like along the ocean floor, or is just like this tube going under the water?
My imagination goes wild when I see this.
I don't know, that's kind of interesting.
But it was a large thing. I think it's fiber. I really do want to say it's fiber, but I'm not 100%. But it was just this big, it looked like, of course I'm looking at IT world, I'm like a 25 pair, but that doesn't help any of you guys out there. But it was like, I'd say by the video I saw and that I was watching, I'm going to stab my daughter, I think, for mocking how I talk with my hands. It looked like probably a 2-inch piece of cable, or 2-inch diameter cable.
It's a pretty big cable.
Yeah, that they're just running into the ocean with a bunch of little bubbles that have Google floating on top of it. But so I don't know exactly how it works. I would assume that it hits the bottom of the ocean, but at the same time I'm like, well, how deep is the ocean? And how
it's between Europe and Africa.
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe they'll come out with more information as it goes forward.
Right. And do fishes bite into it?
I don't know. Is it like puppies who nibble on all the wires everywhere?
Oh, right. That's kind of what I was thinking, but I don't know.
Guess we'll see.
We'll find out.
We're taking a quick break. We'll be back with more Geek Speak, sponsored by Datto, the leader in disaster recovery, business continuity, and data protection. Keep listening to Geek Speak. This is Kenny McCormick, and thanks.
Do you need high-quality estate planning and family law services? I'm Reno attorney Todd Torvinen. I practice in the areas of estate planning, probate, family law, and divorce taxation. I'm also experienced in probate and family law litigator and believe that prevailing in any litigation requires diligent, methodical preparation. As a certified estate planning law specialist and certified public accountant, I'm singularly qualified to analyze the financial aspects of marital, family assets, or a decedent's estate. A large part of my practice is done in real time. It means that preparation of estate planning and family law documents occurs with the client present, and they're reviewed with the client at the time the client is there. Your documents are examined line by line and explained to you, then modified based upon your input. This client-focused approach leverages the current technology and enhances the attorney-client communication and relationship. The idea is to produce a better product. Please call me at 775-825-6066 to schedule an appointment today. Again, 775-825-6066.
Barbecue, the Butcher's Kitchen, would like to thank every customer for your loyalty and continued support through these challenging times. Call for takeout and delivery of rib tips, brisket, ahi, tuna, roasted veggies, and much more. Barbecue's open from 11 to 7, Monday through Saturday, and delivers hot food safe and healthy. Call 499-5855 for details. 499-5855 Barbecue, as featured on diners, drive-ins, and dives. Get real. Get into Barbecue Reno.
Hi, I'm Nathan Osmond of OsmondHomeLoans.com. I'm part of the elite team at Security Home Mortgage and want to become your preferred lender. There's never been a better time to lock in the rate. Unlike many of our competitors, we will not outsource your loan. Our setup, processing, underwriting, and closing staff are all in-house and will help you every step of the way. If you're looking to buy a home in Utah, or if you live here and wish to take advantage of historically low rates, then I am your mortgage man. Be sure to visit OsmondHomeLoans.com today to receive a free quote. That's OsmondHomeLoans.com.
NMLS number 2043092.
Destination Midtown. Experience the difference. Reno's premier shopping extravaganza. Everything imaginable and more. Midtown matters. Get down to Midtown.
Beefy's, the best little diner in the biggest little city. Cheeseburgers extraordinaire, chili cheese omelets, and the best milkshakes in Midtown and Reno. Beefy's. Try the full Beefy's menu and beer on tap. Beefy's, South Virginia at Arroyo.
Midtown Reno. Experience the difference. Get down to Midtown. Midtown matters.
Home at Last opens doors to family, to freedom, to finally making it yours. Home at Last, a program of the Nevada Rural Housing Authority, opens doors to rural home buyers with incomes of up to $135,000, providing down payment assistance of more than $22,000, plus access to our exclusive pet adoption program. From Gardnerville to Fernley to Carson City and even Sparks, rural happens here in every county in Nevada. Learn more at homeatlastnv.org.
This is America Matters Media on AM 1180 KCKQ, a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967.
Welcome back to Geek Speak, sponsored by Datto. Datto is the world's leading provider of cloud-based software and security solutions, purpose-built for delivery by managed service providers. Datto solutions defend against costly downtime and data loss in servers, virtual machines, cloud applications, or anywhere data resides. This is Kenny McCormick, and thanks for listening.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Krystal and Kenleigh had to take an emergency restroom break, so they'll be back in a little bit, hopefully.
Yeah, she's darling.
Oh, thank you.
She's in school?
She is.
All right.
She's in, I want to say 3rd grade.
Is this a private school?
No, we have her at Nancy Gomes Elementary.
Okay. Are you concerned about that? What they're trying to teach our kids?
So far, I've only had one complaint, and I nipped that in the butt pretty quick. Especially with this whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
And it was only our oldest kid who said anything, that it was our fault, people like us, that it was our fault that COVID's spreading. And I was like, you need to do your research and actually listen to why we're not wearing, like, why I don't wear a mask is not because I think it's a horrible thing. It's because I can't, because I'll pass out while I'm walking around.
That's right. And see, nobody knows. They try to judge you. They try to shame you. They try to do all that stuff. And they don't know. They're not living your life. You know, and you have a medical condition.
Yeah. So, but
anyway,
whatever.
Yep.
As a whole, I mean, I know my family, we're very much a open book to our kids. We talk to our kids a lot. So I don't worry about her learning something that we don't agree with, because if you haven't seen my wife or heard her, she's pretty much the let's talk, and she's straightforward. So there's no issue with what they're teaching our kids in school, because we'll fix it. Right, hon?
Yes.
And there's no CRT right now in the Washoe County then, right? I know we've lost 2 or 3 school board members, and now the head is getting ready to retire. So they're all jumping ship.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends. My degree's actually in teaching. And I went to, I've been talking to a couple of my old buddies who are teaching, and they're all pulling out.
Yeah, it's very dangerous now. The way that, and kids, now it's a TikTok thing. Go slap your teacher and put it on TikTok. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, great, huh?
Yeah, that's wonderful. I was kind of watching some of the stuff going on in the schools, wondering, are we going to have to end up homeschooling again?
Probably.
I mean, really,
or
ultimately.
Private school.
Something, probably private school.
I like homeschool.
Well, we liked homeschool, but it was not enough friends.
Exactly, yeah.
And
by learning Spanish.
Yeah, we did get to do a lot of cool things that way, but the friend part is hard.
Yes. Hopefully you could supplement that with like ice hockey league. There's a new ice hockey league. There's sports.
Well, and there's really great homeschool communities. I know actually quite a few of them where the kids go hang out a couple times a week. So, I mean, there's always that option.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But,
well, and like for my thing about it, I mean,